Welcome to Made for More podcast, where faith and personal growth converge. I'm Julia, and I'm honored to guide you on a journey of empowerment and transformation alongside our occasional co-host, Omar. We are passionate believers and advocates for unlocking your God-given full potential. Join us as we explore the intersection of faith, life, business, and relationships, igniting a fire within to embrace the truth that your life is destined for greatness. Together, we'll uncover strategies, insights, and stories that inspire and equip you to become the best version of yourself. Get ready to embark on a fulfilling quest towards personal and professional fulfillment, guided by faith and the unwavering belief that you, my friend, are made for more. Hello. Hey, you guys. I'm going to get right into it because I've got a lot to share with you guys. In fact, I normally don't have a lot of notes, but I have a whole page of notes because I was like, I got to share this. I got to share this. So before I get into it, I just want to give you a quick introduction into who I am and just kind of let you guys know why I'm here. I am Julia Graham Chapman. I'm a director here with Bellame. I am from Texas, near the Dallas, Texas area, and I am an assistant principal. I am an educator. I've been an educator for 14 years, teacher, then I was an instructional coach, and now I'm an assistant principal. And when I'm not doing that by day, I am coaching and doing Bellame evening, nights, weekends, and things like that. So you might be thinking though, which I think this is such a testament to Bellame, that they are like, hey, she's a director. And I almost was going to say just, but I think that there's no reason to say just. Like, we're all at the ranks we're at for the reasons we're at, and that we need to find beauty in that in our journey. But I think it's great that they're like, hey, you're a director, but we still want you to come on this call and share some things, right? And that just is a testament to our company and our brand, that they want anyone, no matter the value, to come in and pour into people. But I want to go ahead and give you guys, I have some credibility here, and I want to go ahead and give you that information, so that way you're like, I might want to listen up. Okay, I might want to listen up to Julia Graham Chapman. Okay, so I've been in multiple companies. I used to say I would never be that person, but I've been that person. And I've been not only a top seller and a top recruiter, I've been a number one top recruiter in more than one company. I have been top ranks. I have earned all the trips. I have been, and actually in one company that was international, a global top recruiter. So with 25 countries in this company, I was still on the top. So I have credibility. I promise. I'm going to give you some information. And when I was talking to Peter, I was like, gosh, I don't know. I love training. I love coaching. I don't know. I could totally talk about how am I an assistant principal and work full time and do my business and still recruit and have great sales and run a successful business. I could talk about how to not get burnt out. I've been in this business now for 9 or 10. I lost track many years. But then I started thinking, give the people what they want. Hey, you guys. The people more than likely want to know about recruiting, right? And then I started thinking, when I was talking with him, and I was like, actually, it was the first day of school. I think he called me. I was like, you called me after the first day of school, Peter. I'm going to need a minute. I'm going to need a minute to think. So I think I thought about it later, and I said, you know what? It's not just recruiting. I think people want to know how to steadily recruit. So not only have I been a top recruiter, I've recruited 35 people in a month, 20 people in a month, 10 people in a month, consistently, 5 people. So how do you do that? I think that's special in itself too, right? Drop below me if you're I want to steadily recruit. Okay. And as the educator that I am, I started to look up the word steadily. And steadily, if you look it up in the good old Google, or get out your dictionary, friends, it's going to say continuously, right? It's going to say in a regular, normal manner. So how do you recruit to where it's normal? So I was like, oh, that's a good, that's a good training. So that's what I'm here for today. And I hope this will help you. Yes, I love the interaction. All the interactions going to get me more fired up. So keep it coming. So I started thinking about that. And really what it comes down to, a lot of this, guys, is mindset. Because in order to steadily recruit and for it to be continuous in a regular, normal manner, you have to expect it. And when you expect it, that's in your mind. Your mind is saying, I'm expecting this to come. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, that's a whole training and a whole different day. And so I won't have that training. I'm going to have, instead of a mindset training, more of a action-based training for you guys. But I will give you this tip. If you struggle with the mindset of like, if I said to you, I've recruited 35 plus people in a month, 20 people in a month regularly before, and I've been #1 recruiters in companies, and you're like, man, that can never be me. If that came across your head, that means we got to work with the mindset, that we got some mindset issues here. And one tip I have for you that I can leave you with mindset before I get into the actual training is one of my favorite things. And I do have, this is a podcast episode. I'll talk about my podcast at the end, but whole episode on build it and they will come. Drop that in the comments. Build it and they will come. Now, the beauty about Bellame is that we don't really have to build a lot here. Like, I was like, what in the world? Like, we got the boutique, we got this beautiful calendar. Like, I love systems, I love organization, you know? So we don't, like, in other companies, I'm like, okay, I want to be a leader, I gotta be a top leader. In order for that to happen, I need to build a website, I gotta do the Facebook group, or, you know, like, I would get to companies, I'm like, no one's created these things before. Okay, well, I gotta be the one to do it. We don't have to do that here. But at the same time, I do want you to think about something small that you can create that will get your mind right and be a visionary. Like, if you start to think, like, I need to have a system in place to where if people join me, I can easily duplicate that, or I don't have to take a lot of their time or my time. So again, like, if I'm busy, like, I'm literally out of pocket from 7 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. Like, my team, I love them. I see y'all here. They know me. Like, they're like, hey, I know you're busy. Like, I know you're going to get back to this later. And it's like 10 a.m. And that's just the life I have. But if somebody joins my team and I can, like, I'm in the restroom, I call it my toilet time, or I get that 5 minutes in my office by myself and I know when no one's peeking around the corner, and I could get on my site, or I get that notification or that email and I see somebody's joined me, I send them my one pager. Okay. And that is something that I built for my team and I. So it is something that's exclusive. So I want you to think about something that maybe you can build, and it doesn't have to be build big. Like, maybe it's just a one pager. We have so many resources here, you guys, that is great, but I wanted to simplify that. Like, yes, we have this Bellame partner group. Yes, we have this boutique. Yes, we have how to get paid. And yes, we have, you know, this awesome training, or yes, we have this photo bank, but like, how can I streamline that and make it super simple in a one page? So when people join, like, it's easy. So when I had that recruiting mindset of, I'm going to have people coming in. I'm not just having one person come. I'm having multiple key people come in. I need something that gets to them quick, where when I'm busy, they can still work their business, and they also can share it with their team. Right? So maybe it's a video. Maybe you need to get in the recruiting mindset of, I'm about to explode. I'm about to recruit 10 people. My team's going to get big. We're earning trips. We're going for these promotions. I need a welcome video where I just send them this cute little video on YouTube to welcome them to the team with like 5 tips or 5 things to get started, right? So that's my little tip. I would share it, but I'm not, because I want you to create it. But I will show you what it looks like. I'm not fancy by any means, but it is literally a one pager. It's literally says welcome to Bellame, has like all the groups that they can join, how to join our team chat, the photo bank, and then access to photos right away. Because some people are just like, it's a lot, right? So like, just giving them like a link that has a Google folder of photos right away, how to get paid, things like that, that I'm just like, here's some quick things, right? Simple, easy. And then that's our daily 5, our daily method of operation, okay? And then there's like a getting started Zoom that you just don't want people to like miss, okay? So there's that. I wanted to kind of give you guys that. Another reminder when it comes to recruiting steadily is, like, you're trying to get here. Like, let's say you recruit 1 person a month, or you recruit 5 people in 5 months, but you're trying to get to the point where you recruit 1 to 5 every month. Like, you're trying to get here. You can't keep doing the same thing, sis or bro, because I know we have some guys here too. You can't keep doing the same thing here to get here. So you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit more. Or maybe if the lives work for you, girl, then like keep going live more often. Or maybe you need to do the reel. Like, I was so against doing reels, literally. Like, people I coach, I was like, I don't even see the point of the reels. I think it's just entertaining the people you already have. Like, I was so against it. I don't know why. I was blocking my own thing until a friend said, Julia, that's just like when Facebook Lives became a thing. Like, you have to get over the newness and just try it and see what it does for you. And I was like, okay. And then here we are, and there's like thousands more people viewing your stuff, and there's new customers, and there's like new followers and things. So try something new, do something different, or do things more. Like, in order to get to somewhere you've never been before, you got to start doing things you've never done before, right? So that's something that I want to keep you in mind. If you want to steadily recruit, like, you gotta change something up. Like, we can't keep doing this. Okay. The next thing that I gotta share with you guys. If you don't know me, you don't know me real quick. Julia keeps it real. That is who I am. That's part of my brand. And that's just, just got to keep it real. We're going to be hot right here tonight. We're going to be honest, and we're going to be open, and we're going to be transparent. A lot of us use things as an excuse. I'll give you some examples. I've been guilty of it myself, because I can be honest with you guys, open with you guys, and transparent with you to say, I have said I can never be a top seller, top recruiter, because I work full time. Like, I can't even access my building. You can tell I just got for work. I can't even access my business from 7 to 5:30. Like, and I know people that, maybe you're at home working, but you can maybe, you can check your other emails, or you can respond to things. Like, I actually don't have access. Like, I don't have my phone on me usually, right? So I used to let that be an excuse. Some of you might say, I have this, I have 5 kids. There's no way I can have this successful business. I have 5 kids. They're all over the place. I have this illness. It slows me down, right? I have this whatever. Instead of using these things, whatever it is, we all have a kryptonite. Like, let's be honest and hot, honest, open, transparent. Do you know your kryptonite? If so, drop it below. Like, let's just be vulnerable and share it here tonight. What's your kryptonite? What's holding you back? What's something that's in your mind that makes you think, like, I can never be like that great because of this? But instead of us having that be our kryptonite, if we can have it actually be our superpower. And when I started to think, me working full time is my superpower. Like, how many people would love to know how to have a successful business while working full time? So I'll be honest with you, a lot of people on my team work full time too. I don't have a whole lot. I mean, I do have a few stay-at-home moms or work from home, moms, or even some nurses and things. But a lot of people work full time because that's what I attract. That's how I built my brand and my business. And I stopped allowing that to be my excuse. And I said, this is my superpower. So mama of 5, that's not your excuse. That's your superpower. Your illness or your sickness or whatever you're going through, that is your test, your trial, your tribulation. That is your testimony. And that is your superpower to be able to work for your business and to find people that can relate to you with that. So I want you to think about that too. Okay, I love it. I love that you are dropping that. I'm going to have to come back to the comments because I got a lot to share, so I want to keep going. As a natural educator, I have an acronym that I want to share with you guys tonight. So if you don't already have what I call your grow journal, if you don't have a journal, notes, whatever, grab it. I'm about to drop you some knowledge right here. We're going to talk about the word recruit. I'm going to give you into an acronym. So recruit, the first word or the first letter R is repeated systems. Okay? Repeated systems. So many of us have repeated systems like daily methods of operation, but do you have a repeated system, a rhythm, a flow on how you share the opportunity? Like how you lead the opportunity. Like Peter said it best, our opportunity is our best product. How do you share that? How do you go about doing that? So when I'm doing my little mix-up shake thing in the morning, I'm talking about a product, but a lot of times I'm talking about my Bellame experience. I'm talking about like what the opportunity has done for me. And so when you talk about the business side, that in itself is recruiting, right? So a lot of people, you're talking like be fit. I don't have anything close by, but things, whatever. We'll just do body oil, whatever. I'll say be fit because that's more current. Be fit's launching, and which is great. You want to sell the products. But if you're wanting to recruit, how can you talk about if this is an amazing time to join this company because we're launching a product and you can be a part of this launch, right? So sometimes it's just about changing our verbiage and putting the different hat on. So a lot of us have the sales hat on and you just need to switch hats sometimes. Like switch your hat and put on that recruiting hat of like, yes, this is a great product, come share it and come be a part of it with launching it. Yes, this is an amazing company. We have hostess rewards, but come be a part of it and be able to share this hostess rewards for your customers and your clients. So just switch that verbiage and switch that hat. Repeated systems. Another thing that's great about Bellame, you guys know, is we have the systems here. We have the boutique. We have the Discover Bellame. We have the Bella You. Those are repeated systems that we have already because it's duplicatable, right? That we can do. But share it. Those are marketing tools. Like when I joined and I was like, look at this boutique and this calendar. Like I was literally like, didn't even know this was amazing before I clicked join. But that is a marketing tool. So just start thinking about everything that you can share that you're maybe not sharing now that is actually attracting or attractive, and that can be a marketing tool. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. E is energy. This is something that I'm big on. Obviously, I hope y'all can see that I'm energetic, and gonna be honest with y'all, I managed 680 kids, over 100 staff members, and I did not have the energy before this, but I like powered down some hydrate boost and I took some B12 gummies. So I was like, I gotta get some more energy for this call. Like can't not bring y'all some energy tonight. So if you're not a naturally energetic person and you're doing a live or you're doing a reel or you're doing some stuff in your stories, like use your hands more, stand up, you elevate your voice a little bit. Those things will help you because that's attracting, because that extra elevation of like that higher vibration of energy is attracting. So not only that, with energy, sharing all your wins. When I share my wins, that makes me excited. That brings energy. So I'll give you an example. Let's say someone joins my team and it's not even me that I personally recruited. Like let's say, I don't know, I saw somebody on my team. Let's say Chris has somebody join her. She's going to make that graphic. She's going to share it with our team. Our whole team is going to share that graphic in our stories because it's a win for all of us. They don't know if Sarah joined Chris or me. It doesn't matter. But they see that people are joining Bellame, that we're winning over here. Whenever you're getting close, like you see those markers in your back office, that's like next goal, like you're 900 away from your next 5%. Share that. Share all your wins. Share whenever you get close to earning a trip. Like every time I see my name in this group, I'm screenshotting and sharing because I need people. Like we can't assume people know. Don't assume people know because you're in business. There's things happening. And every time you share these small wins, they keep coming. And the small wins get bigger and bigger. And the more you have things to share about, the more you look for things to share about, the more things will start to come. So think about that and talk with your team about how you guys can share each other's wins. So that way there's constantly energy going in your business and your stories and things like that. Okay, so don't assume, show people your business. I'm going to give you another example. Like because Bellame is so generous and they're doing the, like, if you have a registered party and you have 1,000 in sales, you get 6,000 points. That's like almost halfway to that first tier. So that's, if you actually make that happen or you already have some points and you get to like 7,500 points, you can say like, to your network, I'm halfway away from earning a trip. That's attractive. People are going to be like, ooh, this person is serious about their business. I need to join her. Like anytime I earn trips and win trips, I feel like that's a natural way to recruit people. So that's just something, even if you don't earn it, I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Even if you don't earn it, but you get close, share it. Share how close you are. Share that you're inches away. Share that now because that, again, is attractive. Be bold. Be bold in who you are. That goes with that energy. And I know a lot of people are like, but you're so confident. I wish I could be that confident. But I'm going to ask you something. Do you allow yourself the opportunity to be confident? If you don't go live, or you don't do the reels, you don't do the stories, you don't do them often, you're not allowing yourself to practice and gain and boost your confidence. It doesn't just start. I mean, there are people, I don't know. I really think I'm a natural leader. I will tell you that, but I don't think I was naturally a confident person. I still struggle with my confidence sometimes. But it comes with practice, right? So that's a key. Be bold in who you are and then allow yourself to practice your confidence and bring that energy and share all your wins. Okay, the next one is C. I had to use this word because I think this word is important, but I don't actually mean this actual first word, okay? So C, copy, but what I really mean is duplicate. So C, copy / duplicate is another recruiting tip or strategy. a lot of you guys, you take the notes, you show up to trainings like this, you participate in the Zooms, you listen to all the podcasts, you got a whole journal full of stuff, but you're not putting in the action. Okay, let's be honest and open and transparent. Be hot. Julia keeps it real. Be authentic and real right back with me. And tell me guilty below if you have a journal or stuff that you've written down and you like didn't implement some of those things. Like you probably could go back and be like, ooh, I had some good ideas, or that was some good stuff I like wrote down in the training, but like I never actually like did it. Right? Like how many of us have done that? Like we're guilty of that. Yeah, I see some already popping in. Like, so we have to actually, when I say copy, I don't mean like copy somebody word for word, but I mean go and duplicate. Like if you're learning these things, go and duplicate them. One way that I built my leadership and my recruitability, I guess you can say, was I took a lot of things I learned and I went and duplicated it in a live. And I trained people, like here are 5 recruiting tips. I don't care. Won't even hurt my feelings. You can go share what I'm sharing with you. You can literally go take this acronym and go do a live. And people are going to see you as a leader. And that's going to be attractive and again recruiting people. You also have great leaders that you're like, oh, she posts so well, or she does such cool reels or whatever. How can you take some of that, right, and tweak it so it sounds like you and it is a little bit of you with that inspiration, right? So let's stop taking just the notes and actually take messy action. Okay, let's actually go and do things. Okay, so that is C, copy, but I don't really mean copy, I mean duplicate. I just had to be creative. The next R is repurpose. Is this valuable for you? If it's valuable, drop me some flames below. I'm gonna take a sip if that's okay really quickly. Repurpose content is your next R. Some of you go live on your Facebook and that's it. But you can take that live, download it, and add it to your IGTV. Or better, you could take that live and screen record 30 seconds or a minute and drop that into your stories. How many of you, if you're busy, you're a full-time worker, you're a busy mama, like we all have a busy life. How cool would it be if you take time repurposing more of your content and sharing it on multiple platforms? So a lot of times, the things I'm sharing, I even put in my email list to my customers. So if they missed it, like you get it in the email. If they missed it here, you get it there. YouTube. I don't have a lot of Bellame videos, but you rest assured when I first joined, I put some Bellame videos on YouTube. So when people are YouTubing Bellame, my face is going to pop up, right? I still get like Facebook messages or comments from like old videos I have on YouTube. Like, are you still with this company? So people go to YouTube. I'm not a big TikToker, but I've done some TikToks, right? But you can literally take that reel and post it on TikTok, or take the TikTok and post it on reel, or post it on, Facebook reels and things like that. So my point in that is everybody is looking at different things. You have some people that scroll, some people that do stories. So in order to expand your recruiting and in order to recruit steadily, you got to put your stuff out there more places. Okay. You can't just like put all your eggs in just one basket. Okay. So that's important. I'm going to ask you this question. Another moment I want you to be open, honest, open, and transparent with me. When's the last time, this goes back to like repurposing. When's the last time you have shared the Bellame opportunity for a week straight or even 30 days straight in a row? Like, I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. When's the last time? Like 30 days straight. And I don't mean the same way. I want you to talk about the opportunity, but repurpose it differently, right? Like one time, maybe in your stories, it's a graphic. Another time, it's a reel that you're talking about something small. Another time, it's another reel, but you're talking about something different. Another time, it's you just rambling in your stories. Thank you, Jennifer. She's like, I haven't. Thank you for your honesty, right? This is huge. Some of us aren't even doing the opportunity posts and talks a lot. So that's going to lead me straight into the U. And U stands for utilize your resources. Now, I thought I was doing something great. You really shouldn't compare. I'm just making a fun joke when I say this. I thought I was doing something great because most companies when I join, I always make a list of 30 reasons why you should join the company. Why? Because there's usually 30 days in a month. And so when I'm wanting to do like a recruiting spree, or if I'm really going back to that rhythm and flow, that daily method of operation, sharing the recruiting, like a bite-sized part, okay? Or in your stories, right? Or in a group, if you have like a customer base group. So I make a list of 30 things, okay? People love short form videos, short form content. Okay, I thought I was doing something great. Then here comes my amazing upline leader, Kristen Vance, with 100 something, 100 something list of things, reasons why to join Bellame, which is amazing. So you have that. Utilize your resources. So my team and I, we are utilizing her P's, and we're starting with passion, and we're dropping one bite-sized thing in our story. Here's the deal, you guys. Here's the deal. People will listen or watch, like right now, y'all are here. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. People will listen or watch like an hour live training, like this many people, right? You won't have a lot of people stick around for your full hour live or 30-minute live, but you will have more people stick around for your 30-second video or your 30-second reel or your, like a 10-second thing in your stories. So you actually are going to be able to share more about Bellame and the opportunity when you do it in short form. And I'm not joking. I have seen it more than once. I promise you. I mentioned in the beginning of this video, the credibility, right? I've been the top recruiter before. I get people hooked more on that tiny thing. Like sharing like one little thing. I'll give you an example because I think it's funny when Kristen says this. She's like, I love that Bellame doesn't charge $1 or $3 for like the transferring over from, the hyper wallet to your bank account. Like, I don't know why that triggers me too, but it really triggers me that people do that. And I'm like, I'm so glad, that's so cool. And that's relatable. And that wasn't the reason why I joined. That was actually just a perk, but I'm giving you an example. So you might share like one little thing. Like, I love that the CEO, always does a toast at the end and gives it a toast to the grace of God. And somebody's going to hear that and relate to that, right? Like you sharing one little bite-sized thing every day or 30 days straight or here and there and sprinkle that in and having that be a part of your flow and your rhythm is going to actually get you to steadily recruit because more people are going to hear your content more than just doing like, one time live every now and then about the opportunity. Does that make sense? Like, I hope that makes sense to people. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. The I, integrity. Okay, we got to have integrity when it comes to recruiting and doing it steadily. Like in order to keep people coming and like it's not just a one-time thing, like enough people trust you and keep trusting you, or maybe they've joined you once before and they come back again. Like you have to have integrity. And with that means, and y'all have heard it before, people join people. People say that people buy from people, but I'm going to take it a step further. People join people that they like, that they know, and that they trust. Okay? Like, they gotta like you, right? They gotta feel like they know you. Some of you, if I went to your page, I have no idea who you are. Like, and I'm gonna be honest, some of you guys have more of an advantage than I would say I do. Like, I call them props. Some of y'all have props that I don't have. Y'all have kids. I don't have kids. Like, some of y'all can show you and your kids. I don't have a husband. Like, some of y'all can show you and your husband. Some of y'all share stories of other people or just graphics. Like, who are you? I need to see who you are. And so the thing about me is, even though I don't have those things, I share all of me except for my dating life, like with my significant other. That's the only thing that I still keep private till there's a ring on my finger. So, but everything, my network knows me. Like, they know. Like, they're like, okay, Julia shops at Walmart. They're going to send me like Walmart deals. Julia likes a clean home. She doesn't mess around with bugs. Like, they know me. Like, I share so much of who I am. So when people join me, even though they're in a whole nother country, not a country. I never taught history. It's okay. They're going to be in a whole nother state. They feel like they know me, right? So then trust. Trust is huge. And I think that goes back to my brand, but this hopefully is something that you are good at too with integrity. My brand is all about Julia Keeps It Real. And so just being able to feel like people can trust me. Like people come to me all the time. They're like, I'm going to ask you this because I feel like I can trust you. I want you to review these products for us because I know you're going to keep it real and tell us the truth. I know that you'll tell me exactly the products that I need. I know you're going to tell me if this is a really great business opportunity, not because you just want me to join you. Like you have to kind of build that up, right? All right. So be you, have that integrity. And think about this. I don't know if it was Oprah or Maya Angelou. I think Oprah quoted Maya Angelou. But I've heard the quote before that people forget what they say, but they never forget how you make them feel. People join people because how they make you feel. So when you're looking like when I'm thinking about like my upline, like I like how she makes me feel. Like she is warm, she's positive, she's helpful, you know what I mean? So like think about those things in yourself and what do you want to highlight more about you that people need to know? Like ask yourself, what do I like about me? Like a brand is literally like, who are you? Like who are you? In like 5 words or 5 things. Like I'm a daughter of a king, I'm an educator, I'm a motivator, I'm a fashionista, and I keep it real. That's who I am, right? Like that's what I try to share more of so people feel like I make them feel a certain way. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. The next one, the last one, you guys, we're already to the last one and I'm gonna do a couple of quick tips at the end. T stands for touch base. And what I mean by touch base was because again, I had to be fancy with my words. I just mean follow up. But when I say follow up, I mean like specific, like and from a servant heart, like a servant place. Like I was having a conversation with somebody that recently joined me, Chris, and I was coming at a servant place and a real honest conversation with her that was about her and her situation. Like, hey, I know you like authenticity. I know like you like things like you like this. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Like you're gonna like these things. I know, you know, you like these things in business. You like multiple streams. I know you like bonuses and to earn them. This is what we got. And then another conversation with a whole nother person is going to be more about the community because I know that they care more about that because they told me that in their last company, they didn't feel like they had a sense of belonging. So when I'm talking to people, I'm connecting with them and it's in a specific way when I'm touching bases and I'm following up. And even if they don't join right away and I come back and circle back, I'm going to circle back to what we talked about or circle back to what I know the reason why they want to join. Another girl that I was like, hey, like we were on a leadership retreat in another company together and I'm like, hey, we have always tried, like we've been Style sisters in 2 companies together and like I'm just gonna shoot it straight with you. Like this is what you would love about it here. It's no pressure. You don't have to feel like you're gonna be burnt out because it's volume based here. Like talk to what you know your people need and want whenever you do feel like somebody is interested and they reach out to you or whenever you are reaching out. But I'll get into the reach out part just here in a second. So just have high intentions, like have great intentions, but have low attachment. Like if they say no, they say no. It's not the end of the world. Next. Thank you. Next. Right. All right. So that's the recruit. In a nutshell, I hope that was helpful. I'm going to give you a couple of quick tips. But before I move into that, I want to hear from you because y'all know I'm an educator. I want to hear, okay, I need some feedback. I need to know your homework assignment. What do you commit to do better from what I've already shared with you so far? Like, what do you say? Like, I'm going to do this week. Like, what I always, when I do a training, I need to know what action you're going to take. I need to know you're not just putting notes down. Like, you're going to do something. So what are you going to commit to doing better or doing this week? And then I'm going to give you these couple of quick tips before I go. I just want to remind you that money is a tool. A lot of people are afraid to talk about money when it comes to recruiting. I truly feel like, and I'm a believer, so I think God gave that as a resource. It's not something evil. You people decide what to do with the money. It's a tool. And that's what things like, talk about the good things that money can do and what the business provides for you. Like putting gas in your car or not having to say no to your kid when they want, you know, to sign up for this extra program or to go out to eat. Like just don't be afraid to talk about the money. Okay. So that's one tip. Next is go beyond happy birthdays. Go beyond happy birthdays. I cannot tell y'all, and maybe because I've been in the business for, like I said, almost a decade. And so I have a lot of network marketing friends. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it's kind of weird that I hear from like 100, 200 people, no exaggeration, on my birthday that I never hear from ever throughout the year. I don't even know who you are. You don't even know who I am. And I think it's cute that you sing a song and dance, but I know it's generic because you sing the same song. You know what I mean? Like, that is not probably going to work unless you're actually building connections and relationships. So go beyond the happy birthdays. I actually cut happy birthdays out of my like daily methods of operation because I want to go and have an authentic and real connection. And if I'm in your messenger, like, we're talking about some good stuff. I don't want to just like hit you up on your birthday and say, here's 20% off. Like, that's not how I personally actively recruit. So I'm just giving you that. Go beyond that way of thinking that that's a way to like circle things and no, there's better ways. Okay. The next thing is attraction marketing is one way. And I'll be honest, I do a lot of attraction marketing, but I'm in a stage of my business, like I mentioned before, where I've done a lot of things through the years. So I can attract. Okay. I can attract, but even still, I like to sometimes do what I call action marketing. Some people call it prospecting or fishing. Attraction marketing is one way. Action marketing is two way. That's when you're not just saying, hey, my door's open. Like, how many of you, if you invite somebody over, you don't just like open your door. Like, you're going to talk to them. You're going to offer them something, right? So your door is open when you do the attraction marketing. So when people, and this goes back to, don't remember who did the training, but it was definitely in conference with the funnels. This goes back to that. When you do your posts and you see people are liking or clicking in your polls, that's your attraction marketing, right? Your action marketing is following up with those people and engaging in your messenger with those people, right? That's the action, the back and forth. Like, hey, I saw you commented, or hey, I see your view of my stories. Thank you for interacting, or thank you for just showing up and being here. I love that you support me just by viewing, and I appreciate you. If you ever have any questions about the opportunity or the products, if you want to go there, you can talk about it like that. So two-way, and I'm just going to be honest because Julia keeps it real. If you, I don't want to say like, and I'm not going to like put it like this because some people's goals are, everybody's goals are different. But if you're trying to get to like, like residual income, comment type checks, you're more than likely, if you're not already there, you're more than likely going to have to do more action marketing where it's two-way versus attraction marketing. I think a lot of people think, oh, I see my leaders doing this, so I need to do it. But they might be in a different space in business. So you might have to do some of that action marketing first, and then you could do more attraction. So just kind of assess your business and see. I even still do attraction marketing, especially when I want to get some recruiting going. Okay, so the last thing I have, I'm not done, okay? But I will ask you this question. Oh, before I will say that, I will tell you this because I forgot this part. I do have my Julia Keeps It Real podcast. There is over 100 episodes of free content, and I do have podcast episodes over attraction marketing and action marketing and recruiting and all the things. And it is really one of my ways. I felt like God put in my heart to put something good into the world that's free and that's a service and just advancing his kingdom and making an impact. And that's what I felt like I needed to do. So my podcast is that. So it's literally called Julia Keeps It Real. You can Google it. It's on podcasts. It's on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all the things. You can find it. So that's there. If you want more of this, there's that. But I'm going to ask you this question. And again, I want you to be honest. Would you join you? Would you join you? Like if you were scrolling your page right now, would you be like, ooh, I need to join her? And when you're thinking about what you do behind the scenes, would you join you? Are you consistent? Are you showing up and leading by example? Are you staying disciplined? Are you developing your leadership? So if you want to be a steady recruit, you got to be able to ask yourself, would I even join myself right now? And it's okay for like, I don't think I would right now. That's okay. You have to take maybe some of these things and keep developing, and you will get to that point whenever you start to take that action. And if you're like, heck yeah, girl, I join me, then great. Be yourself more boldly. Take that energy up a notch. Take some of these things and get into that flow and that rhythm and share the opportunity more consistently. Okay, I hope you guys are inspired by this and this helps you. I just want to remind you, if you like, who saw that email today or the text about the Happy Kiss and Makeup Day, it is $48 for $112 worth of product. You get the foundation, the concealer, and the lip product. Share that away. I know that doesn't have anything to do with recruiting, but it is a great deal, and I had to remind you guys before I ended this live. I love you guys. I hope this is helpful, and I hope to see you guys sometime soon. Bye.